It is E3 2018. We are here on the Shacknews stage, and I'm here with some lovely people, and we're going to be talking about some lovely games. Gentlemen, how are you guys today? How are you enjoying your E3?
Doing fantastic. It's great to be here at E3. It's my 21st in a row, by the way.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm an old dude.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I've seen it change over the years, but I've been here so many times that I just get exhausted now from E3, just in the planning stage.
Right. Yeah, no, it's always draining because it's always like 2.5 months ahead of time. And it's just like, oh my gosh, here it comes. Yeah, no, I get it. So actually, let me be a gracious host and let's introduce you guys. So who are you guys and what are you guys bringing to us on the stage today?
All right. Well, I'm bringing Mike Mood over here. I'll let him
I'm Mike Mood. I'm the co-founder of the Meatly Games as well as the co-creator of Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Mm-hmm. He's very humble. And my name is David Eddings. I'm head of game publishing at Rooster Teeth Games.
Excellent. Awesome. So, guys, let's jump right into your game. So, could you guys tell me a little bit about Bendy and his ink machine?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, everyone.
All right, that was great.
That was great, guys.
Thanks, folks.
Be sure to like and subscribe. We're out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Bendy and the Ink Machine it's a puzzle action horror game. It's set in like the 1920s, 1930s era, where we got old time animation, like old cartoon characters. Felt a little eerie, but something was missing. He's like, I need a character. I need like a cartoon character, and he quite literally just threw together this character in a matter of minutes and was like, there you go, cool, that's the character. And after playing around with the concept, he was modeling the character in 3D.
Right, yeah.
And using the program Blender, when he did a save of the file, some typo happened and it ended up calling it Bendy.
Okay.
Like, sure, I guess the character's name is Bendy now.
All right, yeah, that's
and that's
perfect.
how it all happened.
That's the real origin story right there. Wow.
Origin stories are great because they're so dramatic, but at the same time, like, that's it? Okay.
I like origin stories that have like radioactive material and a superpower in there.
Right. But typo.
Should add that later on.
Typo.
So I want to ask you, because a lot of folks, especially in the industry, know Rooster Teeth is more of a production company for like entertainment on the internet, but you folks are now making games, and this is not your first game as well. So what drew you guys to Bendy to help them out to create the game?
I tell you what, here's what drew me to Bendy. It's a wonderful experience, and it has a really cool look and feel to it. And it's fun for kids of all ages, all the way up to 99, right?
Right.
And one of the things that I loved about it right off the bat was the art style. I've worked on some video games over the years. One of them in the last few that is known for its art style that really helped make it, help set it apart. And so this one, immediately you see it, it catches your eye. But I'm also a student of animation myself, and I was watching the Fleischer brothers, Max and Charles Fleischer, and the early Disney stuff as they were creating the rules of animation. And I saw all those cartoons. Studied them as a kid, and even when I was a child, I got to have lunch with Chuck Jones, the famous animator.
Right, yes.
Which sounds really creepy. My mom and dad and Chuck and his wife had lunch together,
right.
And I sat between my dad and Chuck, and he drew me a Daffy Duck on a paper napkin,
Oh my gosh.
And then you sold it for $3 million.
Yeah, I wish I still had it. It was on a paper napkin. It just, I took it to school and showed kids, and it just kind of disintegrates. But the point is, though, is that I have a love for these old cartoons and cartoons in general. And it's one of the reasons that I was attracted to Rooster Teeth, but specifically why I was attracted to Bendy. And they've got something here, and it's really cool. They've got this magic thing, and I just want to continue to see where this story goes.
Right. Yeah.
Also, they let me be the voice of Joey Drew in the game, so
perfect.
I have to say nice
things.
You
have to.
I have
nice
to.
Things,
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, it is a very unique aesthetic where you don't normally see it with other like horror type games. So when it comes to like the actual mechanics of the game, is it like a run and hide kind of survival horror game? Do we have weapons? Can I defend myself from these ink monstrosities?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
All of that.
All of that.
Yeah,
okay.
The original inception of Bendy and the Ink Machine, it was specifically puzzle horror, at the core of the game was to turn on the ink machine, and you have to find these objects throughout the environment in order to get the ink machine turned on. And then that was basically the end of Chapter 1.
Okay.
About a day before we released the free version of Chapter 1, we needed to add something a little extra to it at the very end, and we actually added the axe, the weapon. We added it like within 3 hours, like, wouldn't it be cool? And so we added it, and it changed the game entirely. So when we went into Chapter 2, it was like, now it's a puzzle action horror game. So now we have enemies, you have weapons. Even in one of the chapters, you actually have to hide from Bendy. So there's all of that.
Listen to this, kids. This is accidental game design, by the way.
There you go. Episode by episode, you're just
this
learning.
is how you make it in the industry.
Everything
if you want to
that
make
we
games,
do, everything we do, it's like last minute before we're about to release. We're like, what if we do this? And it just changes everything.
Listen, nothing gets done if it's not for the last minute.
Yeah.
That's when everything happens.
Isn't that the truth?
We released Chapter 3. When we uploaded that to Steam and made it live, it was the final build was done and everything 3 minutes before our timeline.
By the skin of your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of the episodic nature, why'd you guys choose to go episodic with this game?
We get this question a lot, and it's not something that we intended on doing, and I don't believe it's something we would do again in the future.
Okay.
Really, at the end of the day, when we made Chapter 1, it was a free game. We made it in a week or so. We just kind of threw it online and said, all right, back to work on the real games, right?
Pardon us while we interrupt that story with Alice.
Oh my goodness!
This is Alice from Bendy. So creepy.
Well done. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
But yeah, so basically when we released Chapter 1, it was free, and we kind of just threw it out and went back to work on another game we were working on. Right. But then the internet kind of blew up, and it was like, oh, we have to make it now. People want it, right?
Yeah.
So it was just the two of us at the time, and the Meatly had a job. I was a freelancer at the time. Like we couldn't really put a lot into this.
Right.
So we figured, okay, well, let's put some work into it. We did it in 6 weeks. We made Chapter 2, and we decided to sell it as DLC. Okay. And so with the money that we made from that, we were able to quit our jobs and fund the development of Chapter 3.
Okay, awesome.
And then Chapter 3,
this is real grassroots development.
Really, that's how we did it.
Which makes it even that much more special.
Right,
so
it's great.
That's the reason we did it, but if we had like the financial backing from the beginning, we would have just did one release, right?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, awesome, cool. So,
the good news is that all 5 chapters come out. We're going to get like a real marketing now, but they all come out in October on console and all platforms actually.
All platforms. Okay, that was going to be my question.
So on everything, on PC, on Switch, on Xbox, and on PS4. It'll all come out, so you'll get to play the whole thing.
People know that yet?
Okay, well that's why we're here.
Now they do.
That's why we're here.
So October, we're going to be out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam.
And Steam, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and
thanks for having us.
Talking about your game. Yes. Is there any other plugs that you want to say? Like, where exactly can folks get it? It's on Steam?
It's on Steam right now.
Okay.
You can go to bendyandtheinkmachine.com. Everything is there.
Okay, awesome. Well, folks, thank you so much for coming online.
Thank you.
Great time with you guys. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to switch around some games. So we're going to talk about another game called Phantom Doctrine. Stay tuned, and we're going to get more into all these indie games.